to Coolum Beach Bowls Club for day 6 of the Bowls Queensland State Championships. Today we have the Women's Fours sectional play here, and we would like to thank the sponsors of this event, which is Queensland Government, Sunshine Coast Council and the Bowlo Coolum Beach. We thank them very much for their support. The team of Anna Wilson, Lorraine Young, Diana Vaughan and Althea Vaughan against Sheena Smyth, Vikki Grenot, Anne Russell and Liz Walton. So hopefully everything goes right and the rain stays away for us. And we do have our main commentator coming back here. Michael Keegan is going to sit in here, and I'll pass over to him very shortly so I can concentrate on the camera work. Just wait till he gets himself organised here. I'm not too sure how these ones got on in the first rounds, but we will make an effort to just find out very shortly and update you on how they went in that first round. Okay, Michael's just about set.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have got your cups of tea, cup of coffee and something to eat as we progress into the second round here at the Queensland Fours Championship at Coolum Beach. We had a riveting last game that came down to the very last bowl, so that was great to get a hold of. We've got a good game here on our hands. I would think we've got basically the Broadbeach team with a Pelican and a few of the ladies from Yeppoon and Gracemere. So a bit of a sprinkling of different clubs out there at the moment, Robbie.
Yes, there is, Michael. It's good to see there's quite a lot of different clubs around these greens today. All 3 greens are full, and there's a good cross-section of most areas around Queensland.
Yeah, we've got a lovely cross-section, also a cross-section of talent, those that have won state titles or Australian titles before, all the way down to club championships and district titles, and those who are aspiring to put their name on the map so that everyone's out there doing their best. Have you gone through the players?
Yes, I've gone through the players,
Michael.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
No problem. Well, I won't do that a second time.
Oh, you can if you like, in case there's new ones on.
I know a little bit about the Broadbeach girls and Annie Russell. Annie Russell's been around a long time, played at the highest level, so I know a little bit about that team.
Yeah, so I didn't get the opportunity of having much talk with the other ones to get any insights. All I did was just request that they keep off the centre line so we don't have the same problems we had last game.
Yeah. Once we progress into the next end, I'll be able to recognise all the different bowls and who's who on the greens.
Well, we know Liz has got the pink and black ones.
Well, I do now.
We've seen them a little bit over the years on the streams.
Yes, Liz Walton's been around a fair bit. So's Annie Russell. Sheena's Smyth, who's leading up for the Broadbeach teams, just won the Pairs Championship at Broadbeach, which is no mean feat.
Oh, that's well done, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Played Bolivia Milrick in the final and came away with cookies. So
Wow.
to do that, you've had to play well to get through at Broadbeach to any championships.
Absolutely. And that was a lovely bowl of Althea's then. I think
Yes,
that's
Althea's
how
just
yep.
drawn the shot. I think that's how it's pronounced.
We'll go with it anyway.
Well, go
Yep.
with that until someone in her area corrects us.
G'day, Roy Campbell, still watching from Jandowie. I heard that it was a little bit wet out there yesterday, as where it was a lot of places, but we had a great day yesterday. No rain during the play, but could be a little bit different today. The forecast is not the nicest.
Yes, we've got dark skies out to the left and blue sky out to the right, so it could be a mixed bag.
Well, this morning when I got here, it started to piddle down, and it sort of delayed me a little bit in getting the cable swapped from green 2 over to green 1. And it did bucket down. It started to pull on the edges of the greens at one stage. So it was quite heavy.
We stayed out the back of the club last night, and there was a lot of rain last night. Okay, so the very first end goes to the Gracemere crew.
And I'm just not too sure how many they got. I've got it on the scoreboard, but everybody's standing in the way of it.
One. It was a 1.
And they've got the names the other way around. Okay.
Yes, I have.
We'll just swap ours over. Sometimes I find it's easier to just swap these over rather than get the ladies to swap that, which is a lot easier for them to do, but yeah, it's not worth the hassle sometimes.
We don't want to confuse anyone up there, Robbie.
That's it. Okay, so Liz is on the top now and Althea's on the bottom. Left to right, yep. Nice and simple now.
It's either Althea or Althea. We might ask Diane or Lorraine or Anna when they come down exactly how that's pronounced.
Morning Kerry Green. Morning Pat Walsh. And Esther Turner. And Wayne Netter. What are you saying, Wayne? Apparently stayed all players. The clothing from the club they bowled with at the time of nominating. It's not the one there where they bowled with at the time of nominating, it's their primary club.
Correct.
Same thing though, because you've got to nominate from your primary club.
Yeah, there's numerous players out there with 2 or 3 affiliations to different clubs, but it is their nominated primary club.
Yep. I think that's why yesterday Jake Wren had to change his uniform for the second and third rounds, or second games or whatever, because the first game he was, I think it was one of their club colours from down south where he plays pennant. But the match committee got him to change.
Yeah, so I see a couple of the boys had to take their hats off.
Yes.
Because they
weren't Queensland club caps.
Queensland club caps.
And it is only fair too. It's a Bowls Queensland event. We expect people to respect the state that they're playing in. We've got another one of these funny ones coming up. There'll be a few times you'll see some scam links coming up through the comments. Just ignore them. They're definitely unofficial and just painful.
Yes, I'm afraid it's the age we live in. These scammers are sitting around trying to grab onto any feed they can, and someone looks at it and thinks, oh, that'll be good.
Yep.
As we say, do not click on links no matter how they come through.
Unless you really trust them and know them.
It's very difficult. I always find it best to go to the website of the company.
Yep.
and go through it that way.
I get a lot of links that I see each day for X amount saying that, oh, your emails have been not delivered and all of this, and click here to make sure that they're working properly. Nah, just cancel all of those ones directly. Don't even open them to read them, because if you open them to read them, that's quite often where the bug gets into the system, because they have it set up so that as soon as it's clicked open, it'll infect your files. So don't even go near to opening it even. Another one coming through here.
Yeah. Good bowl coming in here, holding 2 shots.
Yes, Warren Fair-Jones, you're dead right on that one. They're also Steeler profiles. We don't want to make it easier on them.
Annie Russell just a little heavy there, had really good grass, just a little heavy with her second bowl. The ding-dong battle between Tracy Foster and Kelsey Cottrell this morning, coming down to the last bowl.
And
with Kelsey Cottrell getting up by 1.
Okay, I hadn't heard that result. We've got actual Kelsey on the next stream against Christine Maguire.
Okay.
That's a pretty talented team of Kelsey's, though.
It's a star-studded team there. With Kira Burke, Lindsay Clark, Chloe Stewart and Kelsey Cottrell. Yeah, it's pretty strong team.
Pretty high-powered, all right. But that's only on paper, though, Michael. We all know that when you step out there on the green for the start of a game, it's anybody's opportunities to win.
Correct. Everybody is beatable. This Walton's got a lovely track on here. It's will it pull up in time for her? Not quite sure.
I'll just get that side camera on. It's close.
Oh, nicely put down here. It's a good delivery.
Looks to be not a bad speed either.
It's going to be a lovely bowl. Come up shot bowl.
Yes, that's definitely one to Althea.
So Liz won't be short here. She'll be looking to come down and possibly sit on that bowl. She's just got to skirt the front, which she has. That's a lovely bowl from Liz.
Good effort.
So another one to Althea Vaughan or Althea.
We did have it right. Yeah.
Thank you.
I take it you're pleased about that, Michael. The news that we were pronouncing Althea's name correctly.
Yes, it was a good guess. In this day and age, you're not quite sure what everyone is, how they're pronouncing different things. Even standard names now get abbreviated and swap an E out for an A, or
Yep.
it's all over the place. Sheena's just a little bit heavy there, a little bit eager with the with her first bowl. A lovely first bowl from Anna.
Morning, Thorpe.
Yes, well done. Anna's picked it up early. 2 very good bowls there. Sheena looked to improve on her last bowl. She's got 2 bowls she can come down and sit upon, so it's on a very good track.
It's a lovely correction.
Lovely correction, yes. Just a little short. Probably still a couple light. But definitely gives Vikki a chance to play a very positive shot here.
Well, actually, that one of Sheena's maybe shot on the side view there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yep. Lisa's come in and confirmed that.
The advantage I have, Michael, of having all the different camera angles.
Correct. Yeah, that's lovely weight from Vikki. Lorraine will be looking to come up there, sit on that bowl, or trail the jack. If she could get a piece of jack, trail it 8 or 9 inches for 3. But to start with, she's drawn in there nicely.
Only about a foot short on weight.
Yeah, look, it's not much in it. Vikki's got a great shot on here. She's just looking to get to those 2 back bowls, or promote the bowl there of Sheena. Or do none of the above and just draw a shot.
Yep, that's it. Just to prove you're wrong.
Yes. Well, that was the 3rd option. I just hadn't got to it.
That's right, yep. Yep. The ball came down too quick for you.
That one's not coming back because it's going the wrong way.
Probably one of the reasons why. Now, if that was a bloke that done that, I would have tracked it with the camera and we would have replayed it a couple of times, but I'll be nice to the ladies.
Annie Russell trying to get those 2 back bowls, just slid past. It was good. It's good weight. She doesn't want to lose any of that weight. Sit on any of those bowls will certainly consolidate the head for them. This one's a better correction. Just going to kick a goal or sit on the shot bowl. Brilliantly played.
Came in for a second shot comfortably.
Yeah. So Annie Russell still looking to come up and sit on the 2 back blues. Just to cover that. A little bit tighter this time. Got a little piece of it. It's gone to a very good home though. You would have to think that Althea and Diana sisters.
I would believe so.
That'd be a guess. Could be sister-in-law, but I'd go with sisters. Someone out there in YouTube or Facebook land would know.
Yes, and they will let us know, hopefully.
That was an excellent attempt. Very good weight to play that shot. This is on track. I just think she's a little underdone on the weight. Should be a little bit disappointed with that.
She's probably about 4 foot short of weight.
Another positive bowl being played here. Very close to getting this bowl. Well done. That is a lovely bowl.
Could have made 2 shots.
Yeah, it was a nice positive bowl. Liz needs to play down. Same sort of bowl, same sort of weight as the last.
Okay, Liz has got to be careful that she doesn't push this too far if she gets a hold of the jack.
Yeah, well, she's on a tight line here, so I don't think that's going to be the case. No change.
Okay, we'll find out whether it's 1 or 2.
Annie Russell's just kicked 1 out. 2 down. As the indication from Annie. Giving the Gracemere team a 3-shot lead, and the Broadbeach team has yet to open their account.
It'd be a 4-shot lead.
4-shot lead,
That was
yes.
the third end.
Yes, that's right. Third end. 4-shot lead.
And the scoreboard confirms that.
You're right on it, Robbie.
It's always nice to see the scoreboard the same as what I've got on here.
Ladies sticking to a 3/4 length. Most of the ladies across the green are playing the same length. 3/4 on this particular green. Some fractionally longer. And a good start to start off proceedings for this particular end by Anna.
That's an interesting comment from Warren Fairjones, saying that Samsung are one of the easiest ones to hack. Saying Samsung phones.
Well, there you go.
Didn't know that.
I had heard along the grapevine that Samsung were having a lot of trouble with a lot of their appliances, including TVs.
Wow.
With in that regard, but then again, you never can believe in too many rumours.
Well, that's it. That's why they're rumours. But it's interesting to note. I've been using Samsung now for probably the last 12 or 15 years.
I'll stick with Apple.
Good on you. I do have an Apple phone that the district has. I don't use it often. Don't make very many phone calls from it. It's mainly there to answer calls when people ring the district. It's not a phone that I'd use on a regular basis. Plus, it's I think an Apple 4. And I think they're up to. I think they're up to 16.
That's an antique then.
Yeah, it still works. Still rings, and I still answer it, and I can still talk on it.
I'm looking at it here now, folks. It is yes, it is an antique.
I'll get in early, and Brian Marshall would have said it's just about as old as I am, but you know.
Not quite.
No, I'll beat him to that mark on that one. It's actually quite strange that it still works. You'd think that the software in it would be so outdated that it would be obsolete.
Yeah, I would have thought it was 3G. And 3G's been switched off. Or so they say.
No, it works on 4G.
It's working on 4G?
It's got a 4G card in it, you see. It's not the phone that's... the phone should be compatible with any of the things.
Yeah, no, once they switch off 3G on a 3G phone,
okay,
they don't work.
Well, I got a 4G card in there, so and it still works.
It's because most of the marine people, 3G carry is a better long distance carrier. So everyone with boats want to keep 3G.
That's a great bowl from
It was a lovely bowl for 2.
Diana.
So she's drawn, that's 2 shots currently to the Gracemere team, and he's looking to try and change that, but I don't think she's carrying enough weight into the head to do any damage. There's certainly, Athena's team really has jumped on board very quickly.
They have. They picked up the weight of the green very quickly. I do believe they came from another green onto this one, which is often the case. I think they'll change round and have a round on each of the 3 greens.
Yes, no, they all came off, I believe, the back green number 3, which would have been a little bit slower than this.
Quite a bit.
And Annie Russell has got him for second shot. That was a much better bowl by Annie. Leaving Liz a couple of options there. Well, we've had it confirmed, Robbie. We've got the good oil.
Sisters-in-law.
Sister-in-laws. So it was the second option. We knew it was one or the other.
It had to be one or the other.
Well, it could have been cousins.
Possibly,
Yes.
That would have been the third option.
Yeah. We'd like plenty of options. Because sooner or later, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get it right.
Law of averages says, Michael, that we will get it right.
Yes. Here goes the great Annie McGill from Coolum Beach. Beautiful player, beautiful person. We all love Annie.
And she's blushing. Okay, I'm just going to leave you for a second here. I've got a phone call to make.
All right, well, Robbie's off the air. You'll just have to listen to me ramble on. Liz has got the right weight, but it all comes down to what's coming up. No real change here. It's 1 to the Gracemere Yeppoon team. So we thank Marilyn Golby for giving us the inside oil on the 2 Vaughans. We now know they're sister-in-laws. So Annie Russell's given Liz a couple of options there. Come down, flop off the shot bowl, or try and play it all the way through. So then Skip just got to make a decision what sort of weight they want to play, how they see it at the other end. She's played the extra weight, looking to drag it all the way through, which hasn't come off for her. So once again, Gracemere Yeppoon just skipped ahead again with a 3. Taken to a 7-0 lead. Skip's sitting at the 3/4 mark again, so they're going to stick to that particular length, indicating to her lead that that's where she wants the bowl, the jack. So Anna's obliged her by putting it right at her feet. So that's a very good jack throw. It's exactly where the skips indicated she wanted it. And it's sticking to playing the backhand away from the club. Just a little bit long, but nice bowl, sitting in a good position and easy to adjust from there. So Sheena's really having to get on to mark now. She needs to march on and start drawing some nice closed bowls. That is a bowl that you can adjust back from because she's got the right grass. She only has to change one aspect, which will be the weight. And is looking to keep things rolling her way, which she definitely has. A little touch of jack over to her first. And that bowl sitting about 2 feet just behind the jack. Sheena's just a little bit wide and heavy with that one as well. Best back two. Even though they've run through a little bit, at least they're behind the head. They're not hindering anyone coming after her. And they're the bowls that in a lot of games end up being the counter. Lorraine Young came up short with her first, so she's going to need a lot of adjustments there because it's a fair weight out. It's a matter of whether Vikki can draw the shot and change things around, and she has. She's played a beautiful bowl there from Vikki. Let's see how Lorraine goes with her adjustment after her first bowl was a few metres short. She's thrown that down narrow. She has carried the weight and has knocked that 2 metre bowl that was short right up for second shot. Broadbeach holding one. So Vikki's going to look at swapping hands, see if she can draw around that short bowl. It's a long way out, so there shouldn't be any issues with that bowl. It really doesn't come into contention when drawing. And it all comes down to weight. So Diana's looking to come up on this hand, make some contact on the shot on her own bowl and possibly push the shot bowl out. There's really not a lot in it. Annie Russell's a little bit wide on this one. Took a lot of grass. Weight wasn't too bad. Annie Russell's just trying to beat that back pack of the blue bowl, maroon bowl. Get into there somewhere in case the jack does get pushed. She's still on that wide track again. She had really good weight for the shot that she was called on. But just threw it out on the wide hand and a little bit further than she would have anticipated. All right, 4 bowls left to go on this end. We're currently sitting with Broadbeach holding 1. With the Gracemere Yeppoon team sitting about 6 inches off the jack. That's a good attempt. Just coming up a little bit short. Another 2 feet on that, and may change things up a lot, but it won't change things too drastically that she would lose a number. Yeah, Liz has let hers go. Same track as the last 3 bowls from Broadbeach, all running down wide. Not sure if things have changed out there and they're not drawing back to the way they were, but they're certainly all sitting out there in a row on the wide hand. So he's trying to change the head here, and she may have done so. Very much so. That was a very good bowl, and I would have to think she now has shot. Annie Russell's indicating that Broadbeach is down 1. It was a beautiful bowl. It was well represented. Great weight. Anything over that weight wouldn't have been of any help, but perfect weight. You couldn't play it much better. Keeping the foot on the throats of the Broadbeach team. Keeping them on the donut. The longer they keep them on the donut, the harder it is for them to catch up to the Gracemere Yeppoon team. A lot of discussion going on here. They are only 1 down. They don't want to be looking at pushing that last bowl up, unless they're going to do that with a fair bit of aggression. You definitely can't just arrive on it, and it's not possible to outdraw it. So Annie's indicated she wants a couple of metres over. We'll just see if Liz can put that into the computer and get a result. She hasn't played direct at it, but she's going to get the bowl. She's got the bowl and got the shot. Broadbeach is now off the mark. The donut is gone. Broadbeach have got 1. That was a lovely bowl from Liz. So both skips played beautiful bowls there. Gracemere and Yeppoon, you'd know, Robbie, they're sort of central Queensland, both teams.
I believe so.
Both clubs, I should say. It was our third option. Robbie, the third option has come through.
It had to happen sooner or later, Michael.
Yep.
That the third time lucky.
Oh, look, the third option came through, and
So the husbands of the cousins.
the husbands of the cousins. So there you go.
That fooled everybody.
Oh, look, we could have run sort of a little competition on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been very hard to get it right. Because you would have had them as cousins themselves. Rather than the husbands.
Husbands. See, that's thrown us. We forgot about the boys.
Yeah.
Well, you would have thought the boys would be at home watching this.
Or here watching them.
Well,
Realistically, they should be here supporting their better half.
They may not be bowlers.
Doesn't matter. They should be here supporting their good ladies.
We've seen this happen in the last game where they stretch it just that little bit further, an extra metre on the jack, and it just, for some reason, throws everybody out.
So we'd like to actually thank Marilyn for that correction of that, and just to advise us.
Yes.
Awesome.
Very good to clarify that. And no, you don't have to be quiet from now on. It created some interest. So very good. Well, Robbie, there's plenty of room here. There's lots of free air on this end.
Yes, daylight's got shot at the moment.
That's correct.
But as you aspired to just before, it happened numerous games that were streamed actually. When they stretch it out just that little bit longer, they just struggle to... Where's that lady going? Oh.
She's going around the camera the wrong way.
Yep. I'd rather them walk in front of it than go in the back there and risk knocking things.
Pulling a lead out or something like that. Okay, well, Vikki's jumped on and it hasn't...
Go around. I'd rather you go round in front of the camera rather than risk dropping lead out or anything.
Certainly hasn't fooled her this length. She's got one on and one behind, holding 2 shots.
Yes, she's got that weight very quick.
Yes, no, she jumped straight on it. Central Queensland team has got a good bowl coming in here for second shot.
That's a great correction.
Yeah, well done. That's what you like to see. Bit of a debate going on. Annie Russell wants to, by the look of it, looks to want to play her forehand, which it's quite open for her to do that. Any touch of the jack will be actually very good for her team. So that's probably the shot to play. Come down, touch the jack, move it back. She's cleared the front bowls. Yes, she has, and just didn't carry the weight. She needed a good couple of metres on that, Robbie, to get back and touch that jack. She should have been looking to trail it.
She certainly, that would have been the shot to look for, is to go through the yard at least. Give her bowl a chance.
So Diane's come down. They've now got third shot. So yes, Annie needs to add a couple of metres to that last bowl. Trail the jack back. Any movement on the jack on greens like this is advantageous to the team moving it. It's a matter of if you can continuously just keep moving the jack, pepper it, you're going to come out in front.
Absolutely.
And he's tight on this particular one. She's underdone it on weight as well as on grass, I'm afraid. No one means to do it. It's just one of those things. Sometimes happen when you can't envisage the shot. You can't see the shot that you're being called upon.
That's it. Well, she only had to change one thing on there, but she ended up trying to change both.
Correct.
Trying to change the line as well as the weight, whereas her line was brilliant.
Yeah, another one coming up, but short. It really is now in a situation where there's only one hand to play. I would have to think Liz is going out there with the intention of coming down and trailing that jack.
You would expect so.
If she doesn't do so, I would see Athena do exactly the same thing. Look to come down, trail the jack with her own bowl. Sometimes better to play the shot first.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And people say, oh yeah, but we're just taking it back to the opposition's bowls. But the thing is, your bowl's going with it as well.
Correct.
So,
You've got one. You got one in the pack then.
That's right. And generally in that situation, the worst you'd only go down is only one, unless it really skews off.
Liz had very good weight here, but just she went around the outside of that short bowl. She needs to be just under it. It's actually something that she could aim at. If she was aiming at that bowl and kept that sort of weight, she should get back to the jack without running into those front bowls. This one's well and truly under the line, and it's going to come back into the pack.
And a little bit underweight as well.
Yeah, we're going to see more and more of that, I'm afraid. This needs the same line as the last bowl, but with the extra weight. No, she's going around the outside again, so she's throwing it out too wide. Athena's taking the tight line again here. She's going to have to make something out of the middle of the pack. It's one to the Broadbeach team.
Doubled their score.
Yes, 100% increase on where they were a minute ago.
Yep.
Not really just a Broadbeach team. I keep calling them Broadbeach, but because there's three of the ladies from Broadbeach in it. With a Musgrave Pelican.
Absolutely, the Pelican is mixing it with the Bulls.
Yes, yes. It's a pretty good pickup for the three ladies from Broadbeach to be able to entice Annie Russell across for a game.
Absolutely. Well, they've kept it long again.
It's interesting that there's not as the variances aren't there the same as in the men. The men tend to mix it up a little bit more. Ladies tend to stick to these 3/4 or long ends.
That's a great start.
That is a brilliant start. Sheena will be very happy with that. Give something for Anna to try to aspire to match the bowl. She's just under the line. But carried fairly good weight into that. That's a good weighted bowl.
Yes, Troy doing a bit of multitasking again. Got to keep my hand at it just to keep in touch.
Yeah, two good bowls there from Sheena. And it's just a little bit tight on that hand. It's the same track as the last bowl. So no real correction on the grass on her second attempt. Vikki's got the right grass.
Looks to be not bad.
And it looks like good weight. Very nice bowl from Vikki. Vikki's had 3 crackers in a row, really. She held 2 on the last end. And she's just drawn up a nice second shot there.
Yes, she's done well. She's got that line mastered now.
Lorraine's under the line. There's nothing for being tight on this on that particular shot. She could actually come up, get off her own leads second bowl and get across to the jack. So that's a nice little ledge to jump off. Vikki's now just played that tight right in their line. Yep. That is now right in the line, so they're going to have to swap over to the other side, which they have. She's going to be tight again on both sides. Lorraine's not enjoying these long ends at the moment. Just finding it hard to get it away on a nice clean line. Where her opposition player Vikki is really jumping on the line. She's been grabbing the line nearly the whole game. It's just a wait. Annie Russell is certainly thrown out there for her bowls. It's not a bad track. Yep.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's knock-upable, I would say.
Yep, and it's holding third shot at the moment as well.
So a bit of work here to be done by Diane. She's let that go on a pretty good track. It's going to come up. It's got the knock-upable bowl. 3 to Broadbeach, Musgrave. It's going to change hands. The bowl on the way in's a long way out for Annie to do anything with, which is probably why Liz called her to change hands. She's put her on a really good track here. That's a great bowl there by Annie Russell. She'd be quite pleased with that. So Diane Vaughan on the mat. They're still hunting a little bit tight. Not going to get the walk either. It was good weight there, Robbie, but
yeah, very good
just not taking the grass required. That all the bowls from Central Queensland seem to be, they're just playing a tight line the whole time.
They're not trusting what they see.
Yes, no, they need to get back to taking some grass and keeping the weight.
Because even if it is a little bit heavier, that the green is still turning, and hats off to Dipper and his gang for that. They have done a great job on these, getting these greens prepared for this event, and it's just the slowness of them with the weather the way it's been, but they are still drawing.
Yeah, Dipper's done a great job. They had the district sides here for 4 days. So the greens have had a lot of work on them. Okay, let's see if the other Vaughan can pull a rabbit out of a hat. She's gone pretty direct as well. Just the wrong grass on that, but she might get a slide here. Oh!
Wow.
Anything could have happened there. But I don't think it's changed anything in the head. I think they're still holding 3. Let's see if Liz is game enough to draw another shot. She pulled on a good line here. It all comes down to weight. She has, sat that solid 4 shots. That's a tremendous shot there by Liz. The shot she's been called upon to play is on her forehand down into that pack. The problem is the amount of weight you've got to carry to get to the jack. Now we're 4 down. If she gets the hole on the forehand, she's left with nothing. It's at 4 shots down. If she comes up on the backhand, she's got a chance to sit a bowl or get off it and stay within that pack of 4 and cut it down.
Yep, it's less chance of going through a gap coming on the backhand by far.
Yeah, looking at the percentages from this end, looking at the head, I would have to think you'd be better off with a backhand shot.
Even if she sat Liz's jack level bowl and flops in, it'll get her second shot at worst, roughly.
And if you're sitting there with a metre of weight, you could actually pump one of their short bowls up into the head as well. But on the forehand, you could crash onto that front bowl, end up with nothing. It has to be the perfect shot.
Just going to get Diana to shift.
Well, side cut the bowl over, but it was always a difficult shot. It's all right for us to sit back and call a shot, but it's a matter of what you're comfortable with when standing on the mat.
That's the big thing, Michael.
Some people prefer their forehand, some people prefer their backhand, so they look at it a little bit differently. But the score has now closed.
Yep.
We've now only got a 2-shot difference in the score.
So it was only 3, so she cut 1 shot out. That was a little bit of a bonus.
Yeah.
That could be a difference at the end of the game, that 1 shot.
Well, that was the difference in the last game.
It was.
There's a couple of bonus bowls that could have been played that weren't. Sheena's well down here. This is a great start. The last couple of ends she started to hone in. That's how she won the club pairs the other day.
And she's starting to take control of this game now.
Yeah, there's two standouts at the moment. Realistically, the 2 leads from Broadbeach, Sheena and Vikki. Yep. They've played some really telling bowls the last 3 or 4 ends, which is just putting the pressure straight back on their opposing players of Anna and Lorraine. Lorraine's come up 2.5 metres short, and that's really can be attributed to Sheena jumping on that ball and basically putting in a resting back toucher. She's very close to a back knocker there. Yeah. And she's played another good bowl here. She's carried the weight all the way to the jack. And she has. A skip can't ask for 2 better bowls than that.
That is awesome.
Right now, Anna needs to step up to the mark, make sure that she's got a good second or at least a good third, which will allow Lorraine to play down, play a shot. But if she's short, it just leaves Lorraine in no man's land.
Yep.
And I'm afraid that's what she is. She's short and she's on the line, so it's basically taking that hand away.
It's just a little bit short too. That's probably 2.5 feet.
Yes, Lorraine's either got to come down, land that, knock it up for third shot, or play the open hand as long as Vikki doesn't take it away. And Vikki's played another good bowl here. Vikki's playing really well. So that's 3 good bowls for Broadbeach. It does give Lorraine a chance to sit in here, so there's nothing for short.
No, she can afford to be through the head this time.
And she hasn't carried the weight. That's disappointing for Central Queensland. There was a shot to be made there.
Even if she reached the head, even if she went through the gap and got something behind, it will give them something to work with.
Something's got to happen for Central Queensland on this end, otherwise they could pay a dear price. Vikki's a little tight on this one, but has come in for fourth shot. So Lorraine's now getting on the mat, 4 down.
Yep, it's not the best of situations.
She's got that on a good track if she's carrying the right weight. It does look like it's got enough to get there. And this is a brilliant shot. She really stepped up to the mark there. Well done, Lorraine.
There should be third shot.
Give her a clap. I think it's more out of relief than anything else.
Yeah, because other than that, Althea would have been going down the other end a good 4, maybe 5 down.
And that's just scary.
Yep, it certainly is.
Annie from Musgrave Hill has come in with a very good bowl there.
Good weight, a good speed on it, but yeah, she's just still a little bit wide, but it's better to be wide than narrow. The bowl's always coming into the head that way rather than going away from the head.
It's extremely important that Diane gets a bowl in here as well. That's in a good position. But that one bowl for Central Queensland is still sitting vulnerable to sit and stay.
Yep, it is.
And I'd have to think that that's what the opposition will be looking at. Annie's just stamped a foot, which means she's tight.
Yep, and she was looking at pushing that one through.
Yep. So extremely important right now that Diane puts another bowl in this head. They've got 1 in 5, which is still a very scary position to be in.
Probably 1 in 6 if you count that front one of Annie's as well.
Well, I'd have to think that someone will beat that. No, didn't get another one in there, so they're still sitting in that position. Liz Walton's walking up to the mat with a chance to make a number here and really put a stamp on this game. I have to think if she pumps this ball out of her head, you'll see shoulders of despair come across the chain from Central Queensland. Althea will be really under the pump if Liz Walton can get to this ball is sitting there.
And Maria Edwell.
To get to that bowl, I don't think she's put enough on it. And I'd have to think she's nearly going to block her own opportunity of getting to that bowl.
She'll still need to be underneath that. She needs a good 2 or 3 metres of weight to tip that out of the head far enough.
This bowl's on a good track. All comes down to the weight. Here it comes. Not quite where she wanted.
Still leaves them vulnerable with them.
Yeah, well,
like that.
Broadie's still, the Broadbeach Gold Coast team is still holding 2 here. Liz isn't looking for the bowl. She's trying to draw another shot here. And slip through the hole.
That was a good effort though.
Yeah, lovely try. Just tight. Oh, look at this, look at this. Anything happens once you reach the head.
Yep.
We don't have any other scores at the moment. No, we've... this is what happens. Sideline Tim. Sideline Tim's, I can see him scribbling over there. We may be able to read it soon. 2 shots to Broadbeach.
2.
We're all square. But I can see sideline Tim over there. He tends to talk a lot when he's getting scores.
And that's what he's doing at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's doing more talking than taking scores down there, Robbie.
Yep, he's got the sheet in front of him.
Yep.
With all of the names on it.
Yep. By the time he gets back, the game will be over. We might have to change his name from Sideline Tim to Have a Chat Tim. That could be...
Might have to.
Yep.
Be like last time when he gave us the results here and they were 5 minutes behind the time that had played another couple of ends. But I think that Anne-Marie was chasing the score from Bonnie's game. And I see she's...
Where is Bonnie?
Across there with Pam on rink 3.
10-6 is the score.
But I just need to see who's
I can't see. I cannot see the names.
Where's
Sheena's
P and L?
Just come up a little short there. That they've really stretched the jack out even further now. They're playing ditch to ditch. They're about 6 inches off the tee, and the mat is currently sitting on the tee at this end. So within 6 inches or 7 inches of a full length end. And Anna has replied with a nice little shot there for the hold shot. So let's see what happens to Vikki. Vicki's been on song for the last 4 ends, and it has not changed even though the ends ditch the ditch.
Absolutely brilliant.
Vikki, take a bow. Terrific lead bowl. Exactly what you want. A front knocker. So the bowl will follow the jack even if someone lands it.
Back over to this rink 3, 10-6 after 8 ends. It looks like Pam's on the left-hand side. It's a P there on the board.
Yes.
And an L on the other side.
Correct.
Which I don't know who the L stands for.
But 10-6, Pam up.
Yep. And by the time sideline Tim gets round to it, the score could be totally different.
Have a chat.
Yep.
We can keep an eye on that now. We know who's who in the zoo, on what side they're all on.
Yep.
You know, one guy in bowls I just absolutely love. It's not Graham Shillington. No, that's not true.
Is he giving you a hard time?
I do like to have a quite cold scotch with Shillo. He loves to have a drink with me every now and then.
Oh, that's good. A good
yeah,
bloke.
He's a good bloke.
Yep. And where'd I get him from, Shillo? Well, Brian was being a little bit delayed coming up back from the coast today. He's got a few things to get done on the way up, and so I needed somebody to take the pressure off me talking all day. And I just happened to see Keeg sitting around there doing nothing, well, other than watching bowls. And he acquiesced to my request to help me out, and I do appreciate that too, Keegs. Really appreciate it.
Not a problem, Robbie, anytime. A couple of very good bowls coming in there from the Musgrave Broadbeach team. Central Queensland looking to land that bowl. She's on track, not carrying the weight.
And that extra distance is really catching them out.
To answer Warren Fairjones's question, he's asked, is there any men's game there? There's none here. They are playing at different venues. There's some men at Woombai, and there's 2 full greens at Mooloolaba, and I'm not sure where else, but I do know those two clubs have got men's players there in the fours. And Shillo, if you'd been up here, you could have got a couple of games because I was asked to play both those venues.
That's the only two venues for the men.
That's the only two venues?
Yeah,
okay.
Mooloolaba and Woombye.
So you could have got a Guernsey, Shillo. Or you like me not much playing that much? That front knock is still sitting there, Robbie.
It is. It is.
No one wants to get rid of it.
Just cover that back.
Yeah, there's still a good shot on here for either player, really.
And just see what Liz does. But yeah, she definitely needs to get round behind if she can.
Yeah, Liz is just going to come up short here. She's going to fatten the head up a little bit. That's not the what she was after.
No, she's about a couple of feet short of where she wanted to be.
All right. Well, this is a very big bowl to be played here.
Althea's on that aggressive line.
No, but she's not carrying the weight to be on that line. She's well and truly under. The line she just played there was virtually a full drive line. And that wouldn't actually hurt.
Liz is a bit tighter as well. Could be interesting.
Oh, oh.
Wow, could have got second shot out of that.
Oh. You'd nearly have to think it was second shot. It is sitting on that back bowl. Robbie's going to go to the other camera, see if we can decipher the position that the head is in. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
looks like two to me.
Definitely two. Wow, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. But any touch on this now, on either of those two bowls, the jack will move, but it will only move sideways.
Yep. Unless it bounces off that blue bowl and comes back there for
she hasn't played with the weight to play it anyway, so it's well and truly under the line.
Weight wasn't too bad to crack an egg on it, but just crack an egg. I wouldn't have squished a grape on it.
That's two shots for Broadbeach. Musgrave. Oh, if you're up at Taunton on Tuesday, Shillo, I will see you up there, good friend. Or are you not over 60 yet?
No, he's not over 60 yet.
No.
He'll be...
no.
He'll be in one of the other venues.
He's still playing the Open with all the young people.
No, I'm playing the Open with the young people.
Yes. That's because the over 60s is so difficult.
No, it's because nobody asked me for the over 60s and I was asked to play in the Open, so I said, yeah, why not? Plus I enjoy the 2 and walk rather than the 3x3. Keeps you more involved in the game. But we're playing down at Pelican Waters.
Oh, lucky you.
Well, we streamed there the first day of the district sides, and yeah, I was quite impressed with what I saw compared with what I'd played on a couple of years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it for a few years.
They tell me they've replaced the carpet, and it looked really good. It was drawing nicely. So it'll be an interesting. Plus, it gets me away from behind the screen for a day. Tony will come up and do the switching for me, and I get a chance to have a game of bowls on a rare occasion.
That's good. It's always good to keep your hand in.
It is.
Sheena's not real happy with that bowl. She wouldn't have been happy with it first. And she had great weight with her second, but just the wrong line. Well, you might run into Shillo. He's a pelican.
Ah, well, there we go.
There you
We've
go.
all run into him.
Mm.
I'll have a quiet beer with him.
That's a good bowl by Anna. She's got the shot. She's not that far out. See if Vikki can keep up the standard she has set herself, which is extremely high. She's on the other hand. She's been playing the
I thought she would have played the backhand.
well. She's been playing that hand and playing it so well.
Yeah. Good
Beautiful weight.
Absolutely brilliant. The green will be starting to turn. It's drying out a little bit. The moisture's come out from that rain this morning. There's a little bit more of a warmth in the air, so it's brought the moisture out of the green and it's starting to dry a bit now. And it is starting to turn a bit more and it's catching them out of it.
Yeah, well, the blue sky that was off to our right is still sitting here, so there's hardly a breath of air. So we've still got the cloud out to the left and the blue sky to the right. So nothing's changed except it had the temperatures come up about 10 degrees.
That's it. And sideline Tim has just
Where is he?
decided to
Have a
us.
chat, Tim, because
Have
we
a
were
chat,
watching him down there and he was having a chat. So we've may change his name from Sideline Tim to Have a Chat Tim. He tends to talk more than he writes.
That's it.
Okay, we'll decipher what Tim's done here. He's drawn lots of lines. There's lots of things happening, but we'll work it out. On the game between Cottrell and Bush. Cottrell 7, Bush 2. Maguire 5, Foster 5. So that's a close game.
Yeah, it is.
Haylock and Clark. Clark is up 11-6. Hayton 12, Logan 5. Brownie 13, Wagner 6. Kingston 6, Morrish 11.
A lovely bowl there from
Inch
Who's
and
that
Baxter.
from, Diana?
Inch 14, Baxter 12. 2. Oh. The gun team of from Kiwana, the Purple Monsters, are taking control of the championship again. It's all been a sea of purple so far in the finals.
It has been.
Callaghan 13, Rothbottom 5. Well, we know this game on ring 7. We have O'Toole 10 and Blundell. No, it isn't. It's Blundick. 4. Blundell 4.
Do you want me to give
I need to
Tim,
decipher this.
I'll give Tim
Gauntlet.
this microphone and he
Go.
can call it out because he can read his writing.
That'd be really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. There you go.
Kelly Gauntlet.
There you go. You
7.
You can read them out.
Townsend 5. And here he is coming. Ring 17. Here we go.
Ring 17, we got Pat Hobson 8, E. Ross 3. Ring 18, we got Emily 15, Kay Perkins 3. Over to the front green, ring 5, we got Wendy Wilson 4, Serena Matthews 8. Ring 6, Bronwyn Torrance 8, Sue Brady 5. And over to ring 1, Cynthia Weir 7, Bolivia Maliliak 4. And ring 2, we got Sleeman 9, Nolsey 3, and ring 3, the last is L. Johnson 5 and Pam Rowe 10. That's currently after approximately 9 ends.
Okay, so we've got one end that continues from there. Thank you. Have a chat. Send him off. See how he goes again.
I've got to admit, I think even Tim had struggling to read his writing.
Yes, yes. I didn't realise that he was a doctor. So Tim, the doctor, with his handwriting.
Doctor, have a chat, Tim.
Doctor, have a chat, Tim, we'll call him. But I must admit, his handwriting's better than mine. Robbie has exceptional handwriting. I should have been a doctor because I find it very difficult to read my writing after 2 days. If I write something 2 days later, I have no idea what it is.
Wow.
It is atrocious.
Well, I got my, I suppose, art of handwriting from my mum. She was a left-hander and should be the neatest writer in cursive or print for a left-hander than I've ever seen. And of course, when I was a youngster, real youngster, way back in the 60s, I was taught a bit of calligraphy as well. So
okay.
It makes you aware of your keystrokes and everything on handwriting, and yeah, it was awesome. But mine's a bit of a scribble nowadays. I'm losing the touch. I was trying to write too quick most of the time now.
Okay, Liz Walton on the mat. She's got a pretty big bowl to play here. It's the second last bowl at the end. And just came up short.
Just fallen the other way, it would have come in for a shot.
So Central Queensland, as we're calling them, currently sitting there holding 2 with an easy shot to come down there, sit on those bowls for 3 shots. So we'll see if Althea capitalises on this with the bonus bowl.
Got the first half correct.
Yes, second half is looking good. And it's running, it's not going to make it.
Wow, great effort.
Yeah, it was a terrific try. 2 shots.
One in a measure.
Keeps everyone honest.
They always like to just stand in the way of the camera without knowing.
One shot.
Just a one.
Okay. So you still won the difference.
Some close scores out there. There's a 9-8 next door, 10-6, 13-11, 11-7. So yeah, there's some close ones on the screen.
Just trying to have a look and see what the score update is on Pam's rink. It's 13 something, 13-8. Pam Rowe is up. So those that were interested in how Bonnie and Pam and the team are going, 13-8 up on 11 ends.
Green goes fuzzy, then comes clear. Yeah, that's quite often on your end of it, Margaret. It's going out from here pretty clean. The odd time, the autofocus will give us a little bit of blurring, but not very often. Quite often we notice it's from the receiving end, just becomes fuzzy a little bit at times, but then clears itself.
Yeah, there's a lot of scores sitting from our commentary box here that we can see that are going to, the games look like they're going to come down to the wire. We are starting to get into the business end of the game. That's a lovely long ball. I should say.
I wonder if I can catch him. No, he's gone. It was a parachutist. Oh, there's another one coming.
Yes, the parachutes all day. Man on the beach out there. Vikki, in the last bowl was just short of the counter. Overcooked it fractionally. Do you have a time yet for the next game, Robbie?
I believe it'll be around. I believe it'll be around about 2:15. This game should go to from 11:30 to 2 o'clock, and then they'll give them a quarter of an hour, which is not that much time, and then get them underway at 2:15 to 4:45.
Annie Russell putting down a lovely directed bowl there. Well done. Diane's on the right track. Oh, she just needs to sit there. Just ran on a little. It's going to be interesting to see the position here. Still 1-2 the Musgrave Broadbeach team. Annie Russell just trying to get around that front bowl of Vikki's. She's given it the right grass. It all comes down to the weight of Annie Russell. And it looks pretty good to me. It's the Absoluta. A tremendous shot from Annie. Theo's got a little bit of work to do here. She, the trail of the Jacks made a little bit harder by that last bowl of Annie Russell.
Yes, that was a spectacular bowl of Annie's.
It looked pretty good out of the hand. It's just going to skip past. He's just got it on the wide track. She doesn't want to sit it jack high, that's for sure, and give Althea something to get off.
Oh, Adzi might be.
She's just left the weight behind. She took all the weight off from her first bowl, which was actually pretty good. Giving Liz a free shot at this. Liz only has to beat her own bowl, and she's definitely got second shot. She's tight. She's hasn't got the same weight. Okay. Well, definitely won with any Russells. And that first one of Liz's ended up being second shot.
So they're taking 2.
They've indicated 2, Robbie.
Yep. Good.
Let's see what they put on the board.
Vikki's nice and quick doing the board for us as well. I can't quite see it.
I can't see it, and he's decided to put a shoulder in front of it. 12, 8.
12-8 after 11. Okay, so that was 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, well, the last bowl that came in ended up getting third shot. The last bowl of, the first bowl of Liz's
Yep.
ended up third shot. Here's a good start. Sheena's got a good start there.
Guys.
Yeah, that's a great start. Now the viewers can see it. We've moved on a couple of officials from Coolum Beach.
And we just stood there chatting in front of it.
Yes.
I was just having a quick look through some results from out at Wombai, and there's a possibility that Edsy might be commentating again tomorrow.
I thought he had a really tough section and had the hard rinks.
Well, yeah, so you're saying, and yeah, they lost their first game 21-7, so they need to lift their game a little bit.
Oh, someone's fallen down. Would have been Ads.
Oh, no, of course not. No,
wouldn't have been Ads.
The other 2 in their section, was only 2 shots difference between them at 17-15. So it will be interesting to see how the next round transpires on that one. Adsy and them are playing R. Bergen, S. Bow, P. Hills and B. Jones.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting.
All right. Well, we'll see if he can emulate what he was telling us how well he was going to play.
Well, that's it. But of course, he's got a tough section. And
It's a tough
rings. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe that he got all the bad rinks in the toughest section.
Yep. Oh, it's unbelievable how unlucky he is.
Well, flat tyre the other day. Like so many things. I don't know what's gone wrong.
I think he just slept in.
Well,
the other morning I had to wake him up because I says we're going to leave just on 6 o'clock, and there was no movement from his room. At about 10 to 6 I knocked on the door and I woke him up. So yeah, it's a worry.
He was looking pretty good that day because I think he had that extra beauty sleep.
That's it. Yeah.
The other days not so much.
Yeah. He still gets a good amount of sleep. Still gets twice as much as me, if not more.
Everyone gets twice as much as you.
Yeah, no.
I only get 4 hours a night, so you're only getting 2.
They say Kiwis are nocturnal animals, you see. So I must have that Kiwi blood and possum blood, I think, as well.
Kiwis, that's that dangerous killer animal from New Zealand.
A real vicious critter.
That's the most vicious thing in New Zealand.
Yeah,
unlike Australia, where we have virtually no problems. You're just free to wander through the bush.
Yep.
Don't wear shoes.
Yeah.
Don't do any of that because there's nothing to hurt you.
Well, you got 9 out of the top 10 poisonous snakes. Probably 9 out of the top 10 poisonous spiders.
No, we only got 6.
Oh, 6, is
in
it?
the spiders. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. We need a couple of extras.
And the big critters too, some of them.
Yes, it's nothing like a
massive.
funnel web to give your day a bit of a kick.
Absolutely. Everywhere you go around Australia, there's some animal trying to harm
Oh,
you.
come on. I've been all the way around and never had a problem.
I've been around a fair amount of it.
I've found a few emus have run in front of us. A couple of brown snakes, but no, they're brown. How bad could they be if they're brown? They look like a stick.
Well, that's it.
No, it's all good. We're all still here.
We did a lot of travelling around camper trailers and everything for 3 or 4 weeks round Queensland, top of South Australia, and mostly through Northern Territory. And not once did I ever think that I was in harm's way of anything. I mean, you could see them around there, but if you don't annoy them, they're not going to annoy you. So
No.
But I still like to keep away from them.
Yeah, it's not something you want to wake up with them in your motorhome or your sleeping bag, that's
No.
for sure. Taipan's the only real snake you got to worry about. They chase you. They're the only real aggressive ones
Yep.
that'll chase you.
Okay, so Liz just wants to sit this red bowler or the maroon bowl.
Yeah, she's going to be a little wide here. Vikki Turner wants to know the pace of the green. I'd have to think it's about 14.
That would be tops, I would think.
Yeah. Well, right now, watching it come down here, it looks like it's finishing in about
Yep.
14. Won't be any more than that.
And that sun will certainly help it as well to speed it up slightly.
No real change here. Lisa's only just got to get around that front bowl, sit the maroon, sit in there for 3 shots. Oh no, she's only holding 1 there.
Don't think she's got the line right.
Yeah, she's going to run into that
Yep.
front bowl.
Might have been a bit short as well to get the good effect of tipping it out. So Althea just needs to come underneath that brown bowl out the right hand side there, and between that and Liz's last bowl. Any movement on the jack could be kind to her.
Yeah, she's played wide here. She's missed her track by a metre.
Nice weight.
Oh,
Very
it's
good
terrific
weight.
weight. So it looks like 2 shots to
2 to Liz.
the Pelican Bulls.
There's another one of those spam ones that I missed. Let's get rid of that.
Currently, Warren loves possums.
Ah, yes, Diane, I can recall it now. Was that the one where they came out of the log that I was banging to try and chop up? Yeah, and it was huge. I took a picture of it too. It was huge. Well, I thought it was huge.
Thought it was huge.
Diane and Jeff didn't think it was that big.
I picked, remember the old days you used to burn your rubbish in a 44 when you lived on a property?
Yep.
Julie and I were selling a property and we had an old 44 up there that we'd been burning rubbish in for years. So we thought we'd get rid of it. So I backed the ute up, leaned it over. I said, make sure you get all the way under it so we can slide it onto the ute. Still half full of stuff, so it was pretty hard to do. And as we picked it up, 6 or 7 red belly blacks had been sleeping under there. Yes.
Not good.
She dropped the 44 and ran, which left me holding the whole caboodle.
Yep. Oh, that's fair enough too. I would have ran as well. I mean, don't like those critters.
Yes, we used to have heaps of them up at Noosa Valley. They were regular visitors. There's a very good leads bowl. Anna's jumped right on that one. She's sitting 4 or 5, 6 inches off the jack. So putting Vikki under a little bit under the pump to try and rectify the situation.
Got a good line. It just depends on the speed.
Vikki has risen to the task and has drawn the shot. She's just continued to pepper that jack. She's playing exceptionally well.
She's certainly putting her 2 cents in worth for the team.
Yes,
really holding it together there. So
yes,
if Sheena has a slightly off end, Vikki's here to cover. I mean, that's awesome. And if Sheena's there, she's also covering. So
that's what a team of fours is for.
Absolutely.
Yep. Don't worry about your shot. Just do your best and encourage your team to do better. Vikki's put down another good bowl here. This is a very good bowl. Right in the zone. Lovely bowl, Vikki. 2 good bowls. Okay. Well, Lorraine's got it all to do here. She needs to at least get up in here. Put another bowl on the head. To give Diane a chance of playing a shot. And unfortunately she's come up short again. She's got 2 short bowls. That leaves all to do for Lorraine. And they really need to start making a move, Robbie, because it's 5 ends to go. We are at the championship ends, and if the team of Liz's continues to play like this, it's going to be very difficult for them to pull the score back. Right now, they need to play a big shot.
There's only 6 shots in it with 6 ends to go, so it's dormy 6, but yet, as you say, they have to start their move now.
Yeah, she's not happy with that.
If they lose another end here, all of a sudden, you're going to be 7 down with 5 or 8 down with 5. And it starts to get hard.
Even the weight that Diane just played, that's not good enough.
No, it had to be through the head.
It has to be through the head. She needs to be a metre through the head and land any of that pack. Change the head up for her skip to be able to play a shot.
Yep, and that's the big thing.
Where on the other side, Annie's just trying to draw something up there into the pack to cause some interference. Anything up there will help them. And that's
right on the
unintentional,
line.
But it's right on the line.
Yep. Just it creates that false look from the mat end. She can't. They can't see the jack as easy anymore.
She's played the right weight and she's got some good grass here. She might even slide up onto the jack. Has she done that?
Oh, brilliant result.
She has. Now there's a result and a half. We've got indication from Liz at the other end that she's still holding shot with that back grey and white bowl.
But Diana's given the team an opportunity, given Althea an opportunity now to play through and work off Annie's bowl onto her own, onto Diana's bowl, push that shot bowl out and sit there for a couple. So
yeah, it's there. It's there.
Althea now.
Yeah, Althea's got a good chance to play a good bowl here. Her bowl, realistically, I can't see it going out of the head. It's going to start. It's going to remain in there, but any movement of that maroon bowl up is going to give him a shot. And he's indicated she wants to cover that shot that we're talking about by putting a bowl behind the head on the ditch side, on her back, on Liz's backhand. Just come back past those bowls by about 2 metres. She hasn't quite got it. She's come up short. She needed to be 2 metres further than that last bowl. 2-3 metres would have been okay. All the girls are a little nervous here. They've got Bowls Queensland selector standing around watching, looking over her shoulder, taking those mental notes. Chrissy Pavlov's been in the job for a long while and knows what she's looking for.
Don't sit on them, they're not secure. I took them out the other day and put them there thinking that they were going to take them away and put them away somewhere, and they haven't. I'm not going to, I don't know where to put them.
Just needs to miss that front bowl, and she has. Put that in a great position. That's exactly where she needs it. Terrific bowl there by Liz. So Althea's got to play up there, try and change this head a little bit.
Yeah, she's got to be just that little bit tighter line than last time.
She's given it a couple of swings thinking about the weight.
And got somebody walking right over.
Annie McGill's just jumped onto her rink. She obviously played more green fees than everybody else because she's on 2 rinks.
And that does put a person off too when somebody walks in front of your side like that.
Well, Althea did the right thing. She backed off, didn't continue with the delivery.
Had to refocus, and if she's got the weight, that's a pretty good line.
If she's got the weight, it's on a great track. It's on a great track. Look at this. Oh! Dearie me, she just didn't need that much of the first one she ran into. She misses that.
Yep.
She was all over it like a rash. So another one for the Musgrave Broadbeach team of Liz Waltons.
Yes, that was a brilliant effort from Althea on that one.
Terrific try. Was right in the zone. If she got a slide instead of a big rub, she would have been all over that.
That's right. But it was good, though, that she'd stepped back, refocused, once that Annie McGill was in the way of the rink. And it did the right thing, and that's what a lot of people forget to do sometimes. They just sort of maybe just stand there and then wait and then deliver it instead of actually stepping off, refocus and go back on.
Yep, reset yourself.
Yep.
Sheena's just a little bit tight and light with this one. Has been playing very well, but on the green's got to be Vikki. Vicky's had an absolute ball out there today. Well, it's an open kick here for Anna. If she can get 2 bowls on this will get the Central Queensland team back in the scope of things, but just needs to run on a little bit. She's a good mover out. Really haven't seen Sheena on this side of the rink that often. She's one that's corrected really well during the game. And, she's done exactly that. She's played the switch and got jack high. Nice bowl. Good changeover. Yeah, I'm afraid that these long ends is really telling on Anna. Hasn't quite mastered the delivery to get those long ends in. Vikki, can she continue this hot streak that she's having? Maybe because Chrissy's turned up, the selector's there, it's broken her hot streak.
Pressure on.
He's been all over it like a proverbial rash. She's been the player of the team, of the rink at the moment. And Chrissy's turned up. Put the pressure on. Here she comes.
Oh. No, 21-10 she went down.
Sure, Ron. I think Wendy lost her first game this morning.
21-10 to Sue Brady.
She went down 21-10 to Sue Brady. Another player that's played for Queensland forever. So that would have been a exceptionally good match between the two ladies.
There's another candidate for commentary tomorrow as well. I shouldn't put the knock on people like that. But
she's got 2 games to go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she told me that she was definitely not coming into commentary today.
Yes, well,
But she says tomorrow we don't know yet.
Well, I think you'll have Adam back because of that tough draw that he had.
Absolutely.
And of course he was on all those bad rinks.
Tough rinks, yeah.
So I think he'll be back as long as he doesn't get a flat tyre and gets plenty of sleep.
Yep.
So there's nothing really to stop him.
I know.
Nothing.
It's going to be good.
And if we get Have a Chat sideline Tim up.
Dr. Have a Chat.
Tim up. We'll have everything rocking and rolling tomorrow.
Absolutely.
It'll be all on.
Absolutely. Actually, I think he's going around now doing the scribbling.
He's scribbling again?
Yeah, but chatting as well.
Well... Oh, lovely bowl there. Little kangaroo sitting next to the jack there.
Yep.
So what is the story with the stickers? We've got bowls with them and bowls without them in the team. You're allowed to do that now?
Not supposed to.
Oh.
You either all have them on or all have them off. And
Okay.
if you all got them on, they all got to be the same.
Okay.
That's what it says in the playing conditions. But that's the little boxing kangaroo, that one.
Yeah, that's the boxing kangaroo.
We've got a very good side view of it there.
Walter would be happy because that's an aero bowl you've got on view. Bit of free advertisement for him.
Okay.
Whoops. This is very tight.
Speed wasn't bad though.
Speed was good. It was just tight.
And it's probably third shot.
Yes, it's one of those heads you could measure for second shot with a clothesline.
Yep.
There's a lot of spectators inside. It's great viewing here at Coolum Beach Bowls Club. Got all the high tables up against the windows and everyone's sitting there commentating on different rinks.
Yep, enjoying themselves. 1:25 in the afternoon, they're starting to get a little bit rowdier.
Yes, I can see a few of the boys in there. Kenny Smyth in there having a few beers. I think he's two beers in. That'll be the end of him. Okay, Liz has got a little bit of work to do. She hasn't had to play a lot of big shots during the game, but she's on track to play one here. Oh, wow, that was an excellent attempt.
It'll be close now between that blue one.
Yeah, one shot is being indicated for
Diana's,
Central Queensland.
Diana's claiming it.
told her sister-in-law that they're still holding one. He's got this on a good track. It's just, will it kick the goal? It has. Nice attempt.
Yep.
Nice attempt. So we're
Be interesting.
we're just going to change things a little here and try and draw it, but that's what happens when you change everything.
Yeah, it's still a pretty tight line to try and sit that bowl.
Well, she wasn't trying to sit it this time. She was
Oh,
trying to draw it.
That's
So
what Annie was saying, though, if you sit that bowl and take a roll out of it with a yard of weight. Now, to see that bowl there to tip it out, yeah, you'd have to be playing ditch weight to get underneath those ones to hold that line.
that's exactly right.
If she was going to do anything like that to sit that bowl, you would have been playing the backhand through.
She's running into
through
trouble
that
here.
board.
That bowl's going to come all the way up. That'll change
That
things a
could be
little bit.
two.
Yep, that makes 2 shots.
Vikki says, no, we're going to measure it.
Okay, 2 shots. Keeps them in the game.
Yes, there's only 5 now with 4 ends to go, so
Yep.
it's very doable.
Put them in the double figures. It's always nice to get in the double figures.
Yep. It's always my goal in singles. Make sure I'm on double figures.
Get to 10.
Doesn't matter what you're beaten by, as long as you've got double figures, it's not a thrashing. Wow, that was interesting. 3 of them are over 80 and 1 nudging on 80. They're doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good. That's the Central Queensland team, of
Yep.
course. They've just
Yeah.
been informed that they're all very young, fit ladies,
Yep.
enjoying their game of lawn bowls. And as we saw on A Current Affair last night, for those who were watching or weren't watching, they had a little segment on our new world champion lawn bowler from Maryland's.
Oh, young Jack.
Young Jack, who's
Yep.
21.
I think he's 21 or 22, just youngster still.
Yep, yep. And it's just won the World Indoor. So it was a good little bit of publicity for lawn bowls last night.
On the Current Affair, wow.
Yeah, on A Current Affair.
Wow,
There you
brilliant.
go.
Well, we had Channel 7 here yesterday, floating around at one stage. I didn't see anything on 7.
Yeah, it's local 7 you've got to go to, Sunshine Coast 7.
Okay. I wasn't in front of a TV at that time of the night, but
No.
it would have been on anyway.
That's a lovely bowl there from Sheena. Well done. She's having a good game.
He's 19, wow.
Yeah, okay. We're going to have to keep you on retainer here, Warren, with all the good information you're giving us. He's one hell of a player. I watched a little bit of that game.
He's got a great temperament, hasn't he?
Yeah, he definitely has. He's got the mindset. I'm not sure how he goes when he's not playing singles, whether when he's skipping that changes.
But he's just so, so relaxed with it. Nothing seems to faze him.
Oh, he played some incredible bowls. All right, well this end's sort of setting up in favour of the of Liz's team. Realistically, this head. Vikki will look to draw up and pinch the shot here. She's got an open draw. She's on a great track. And
just didn't
really need that bigger rub.
He ended up in a very good spot though.
Oh, it's a terrific home. Okay, and he's looking to draw a little shot under here, same sort of track that Vikki was on. She's a lot tighter than Vicky's bowl, but that will come down to what she's using, and of course her delivery. And she's played a nice bowl there. It's plenty that she can correct on there.
Oh, Dr. Have a Chat was just about coming up here, and then all of a sudden he's turned around. Somebody must have needed another chat.
Oh, beautiful bowl there for shot bowl. So it's close. We're having a look. I'd have to think Central Queensland should be holding shot there.
If not two.
Athena's team has just come up and landed that for shot. And he Russell's on a very good track here. She's looking to pick the jack up. And she has. And she's trailed it back to her first bowl for 2 shots. That is a sensational shot by Annie.
She was 2 down up until then.
4-shot turnaround.
No more than that, because there's a couple of Broady bowls sitting there as well as 3rd and 4th shots.
Yeah, it is too.
Oh, actually, in that front one there'll be 5. Very interesting.
4 bowls to come.
They all seem to be Broady logos on them.
Yep, certainly are. And we have Dr. Have a Chat sideline Tim arrive with some score updates. And because he writes like a doctor, he's going to read them out for us. So there's no one else going to understand the writing. So I'm going to sign out to Dr. Have a Chat.
We issued a flimsy piece of paper.
Here he comes. Around the grounds with Dr. Have a Chat.
Well, I've got a flimsy piece of paper here. So around the grounds, there's some close games being played. Most teams have played between 14 and 16 ends, and I think there's still 25 minutes to go on the clock. So at this stage, we've got some close ones. Got Kelsey Cottrell 19, Jessie Parolin 2. The Tracy Foster, Christine Maguire game's very close, 11-10. I think it was 5-all earlier. They're going bowl for bowl. Faye Clark and Jocelyn Haylock are very close, 14-12. We've got Candice 8-14 playing Debbie Logan 10. That's a very good game at the moment. M. Wagner 19 playing Julia Brownie 14. So a bit of a turnaround in that game from earlier. Susan Kingston and Linda Morris. We've got Linda Morris 13 up against Susan Kingston 6. Caitlin Inch 18 playing Chris Baxter 9. Lorraine Callahan 21. Emma Robotham 7. And Sue O'Toole's team is 18 playing Jenny Blundell 6. Kelly Gauntlet 13. Up against Barbara Townsend, that's 8. We've got Pat Hobson, 11, playing Marianne Kinzel, 18. Michelle Lee, 20, playing Karen Perkins, 5. The Wendy Wilson, Serena Matthews game's going to go down to the wire. It's 11-10 at this stage to Serena Matthews. Bronwyn Torrance and Sue Brady, another nail biter, 13-11 currently to Bronwyn Torrance. Another nail biter up the end currently, got Jacinta Weir and Bolivia Millerick playing 11-all.
That game's just finished, I believe.
Just finished?
No, Jacinta and Bolivia have got one bowl each left to play.
Okay, all right, let's going to go down to the wire. Charmaine Sleeman, 17, playing Nolene Dutton, 8. And Elle Johnson and Pam Rowe. Pam Rowe winning that game 16-11. So we're into the business end now, and hopefully we'll get some more results shortly.
Okay, Pam Rowe, they've just clocked that over for another one for Pammy. So she's just picked up another shot, so to go to 17-12. And as you can see by the viewing, there was a nice little 4 picked up on the last end for Liz to go in front. So it's going to be very hard to run them down now unless there's a massive turnaround in this end. 3 ends to play, 9 shots the difference. It's not insurmountable, but it is getting to that stage of the game where you're really going to start to give it away, especially when you got Sheena dropping one right on the jack, and then her next one's it's a little light, but it's knock upable. So Lorraine, Anna's just left her a good 3 to 4 metres up the green, so need a massive improvement on her last bowl. She's trying her hardest here. She's on such a good line. They're like, and she's got jack high, second shot. It's the first bowl that's been the most difficult for both Anna and Lorraine. The first bowl's really causing them havoc, and they have to adjust from there. But by then they're 2 or 3 down, so it's difficult. Vikki has come up short. She's probably 2 feet short of the jack. "20 minutes to go. Everyone will get their games in by the looks of it."
I think so.
Comes Lorraine. Lorraine's just going to come short a run here. She's really needs to be to this head, Robbie.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the game's over after this end. If the team of Liz Walton get this end, I can't see how they can possibly bring the game back.
That's the point.
Vikki's got good weight, but is she going to pump up that short bowl of the opposition? Not quite.
They're 9 down with 3 to go. They need to score at least 3 threes to tie.
Yep.
So they need 2 threes and a 4. They need to score at least one of those 3s or 4s this end. At least.
Well, when you're in this position, you'd be looking for the draw to start with.
Absolutely. Yep.
First thing to do is...
They're looking at 3 threes in the back of your mind.
There should have been... they should have had a little meeting in the middle of the green. 3 ends to go. Every bowl must be behind the jack.
Yep. They've got to give it a chance.
And a lot of those opportunities are missed because they don't have that conversation till after they're sitting in the clubhouse. And guess what?
Yep.
It's too late.
Too late by then.
But you'll see the Kelsey Cottrells and all the players that have played at a high level, and a lot of the Queensland players will hold that conversation in the middle of the green and say, look, the only way out is to do this, this and this. Or the only way to continue winning the game is to do this, this and this.
That's it, yep. And it's quite often that I've been in a situation where we've been down a little bit and I says, well, yeah, all we need is 3 twos or 4 twos. It's doable. And then all of a sudden you pick up a 2 or a 3 and it makes it a little bit easier.
Also puts pressure back on the opposition. Suddenly you're coming back at them at the late end of the game.
And
many a time you're sitting 7 in front and suddenly you drop a 4 and go, oh my God, we're in trouble now.
Yep. You go into defensive mode
2 ends
instead of playing mode.
Yeah.
And that's where people can get rolled in the last few ends. Just getting that wrong mindset.
Very good bowl here by Annie. Very good bowl by Annie.
Yes, shifted it round. Made it a lot more difficult for Althea to get a number.
Lots of games are finishing now, so we will have a lot of people walking in between us and the camera. As long as they keep walking, don't stop.
That's it.
Here we go. It's coming in. Beautiful bowl here. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, lovely.
The kangaroo jumped in for shot. We're close to it.
No, she's not telling us anything.
Well, I'd favour the back bowl. No, no one's telling us anything. Maybe Vikki will tell us.
No.
Well, we've just been told that the game...
What time can you get back for the next game, do you know?
Probably about 2:15, I would believe.
Just been told that the game, there was 11 all between Jacinta Weir and Bolivia Millery, came to a draw.
A draw.
A draw.
A draw. Well, that makes it interesting.
Oh, Liz Walton's just picked up an absolute cracker
And Annie's
to make
just
2.
got right in the way of the camera as well.
Liz Walton's come down and trailed the jack back beautifully. Jacinta's walking past with the same look Bolivia had. Bewilderment that they've played all that time to have a draw. Who does that? No winners. Well, that'll really change their section.
It'll open it right up now.
Their
won't it?
section will be, yep. Lorraine's Althea's on the mat now. Looking to try and change this back again. She changed it with the last one. She's close with this one. She slid past and she has drawn the jack.
Absolutely
Great
brilliant.
bowl. That's holding your nerve, isn't it? What a
That
terrific
is magic.
bowl. And she's got 1 left. She only has to repeat that for 2.
Yeah, that's it. And game on still. Means to say they've got to pick up 7 though, a 3 and a 4. Or no, 4 and a 4. Because they'll be...
We're just saying that's happened
11,
before.
8. Oh yes, yeah, 2 4s.
Well, 3 and a 4 for a draw.
No, if they pick up this 1, they're still going to be 8 behind with 2 to
Ah,
go.
yes, of course.
So still 2 4s for a draw.
Liz has got to have... She could play ditch weight here. She's got so many bowls just in front. She's
Totally
close.
right.
She's got her own bowl. Got one shot here, and she's looking to draw another. As the fire persons go past, and I say it that way because there was a lovely young fire lady driving the fire truck.
Okay.
Here we go. Can she repeat?
Yep.
Can she repeat, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think she's got the weight. She had a great track, but just left the weight behind.
Come on, people, get out of the... And 1911 from 16.
Okay. Yeah, look, it's hard yards now.
It is, yep. They've got to, as I say, they've got to have 2 forwards to draw.
And the only way they're going to do that is to put 4 or 5 bowls behind that jack and trail it.
Trail it, yep. Nothing for short.
They won't draw it.
And we've still got 12 minutes to go, 8 minutes an end roughly. Should get the jack thrown on the last end.
So Anna's got to realistically, she needs to have 2 bowls, a foot and a half behind that jack, to give them a chance. Anything short is really just going to put them in a stalemate. And unfortunately, she's come up
and on the line.
And a good metre and a half, 2 metres short. So that bowl will not come into the count in this end. Sheena's leapfrogged that short bowl and has come up just short of jack high.
That's all I've got to do, just put some bowls round the head. Protect the difference at the moment. Depends on how they win the first game. They might need the
margin.
Need the margins. So they want to make sure that if they do go into defensive mode, it's only going to be one they drop. So they still need a second shot.
Much better bowl from Anna. Well done, Anna. That's great correction. But as I said a couple of ends ago, it's the first bowl that has been realistically crucifying Anna and Lorraine. They do correct, but their first bowl has been really tough on them. Sheen's put another lovely bowl in here. It's a little wide, but it's a roundabout. All right, Lorraine, draw the shot. It's got a good chance here. It's set up for you. And in it comes. That's a terrific shot. That's a terrific shot by Lorraine. So Vikki's going to get on the mat, look to play the weight to come up and sit that bowl or trail a jack. So that's the shot that Vikki's after. And she's pretty close to executing the shot, and it's just fallen out. So one still sitting there for the Central Queensland team. Lorraine needs to play exactly what she played last time. Nothing for short. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Of course, now it's a free kick. The whole thing's still sitting there nice and open. They've got one in the head. Vikki comes up and sits that. And it's basically game over. And she's carrying the weight. She's going to get a slide.
No,
nope.
Got the gap.
Whoa, got the hole. Kicked the goal. But, the intent was there, was it?
Yep, oh, absolutely. And she's got second shot at the moment, so she played the right weight, making sure she was reaching it. Jack or bowl would have been ideal.
Diana's going to come up short. So as we look at this head, the first 3 bowls of all the first 3 players of the Central Queensland team are all metre and a half to 2 metres short. The first bowl's just killed them. And that's something that they should go back and have a look at and say, okay, I'm always better off having the first bowl past the head, even if it's 2 metres past the head.
Yep, it's easier to come backwards and wait than put it on.
It's really stifled their game. And here's the bowl she corrects with. So Diana corrects with that bowl into a good position if the jack gets moved. But Althea's, it's all to do now.
The only option she's got really is maybe to try and kill the end. Because that was Annie's bowl that went across there. So they've only got the one in the head, and Althea's only got 2 bowls. So if she draws, the best she can get is 3. If she drags it back a little bit, not going to get much more than 1 or 2.
I'm afraid that's not enough for them to win this game. There's no way of looking at it, seeing where you can make a better result than possibly a 3.
Yep, I can't see anywhere at all to get more than a 3.
And she's just come up short. Beautiful track.
It was.
These will play a fairly positive shot here, I would think. She won't be short. This is the sort of weight that Central Queensland should have been playing. That sort of arriving, sit and stay sort of weight is what they should have been playing. But they're just trying to draw the shot, but that's not going to give them the number they require. That's too wide.
Yeah, it came back a long way.
Yeah. It was never going to get all the way back to the jack.
No.
Oh, that's tight. Could end up with something here. Oh.
Oh dear.
Okay. 7 the difference. Last end. Looking for a 7 or an 8.
Yep.
It's a big call considering we've only...
It's taken
21
17 ends to get 12.
We've only had 31 shots in 17 ends. To pick up a 7 or 8. Don't think so.
Been known to happen though, Michael. It's been known to happen.
It has. Yeah,
it's a funny old game.
I'm not ruling it out totally here, Robbie. But I will take $10 on them not doing it. Any chance? You're a gambling man? You're a gambling man?
No, not like that. No, that's... that would be a gambling suicide.
What if I give you 2 to 1?
No.
Still no?
No. No, because that's not a good start for it, unfortunately.
No.
She had to reach the head.
Another one short.
And I know we're harping on a little bit, and the girls aren't deliberately putting short bowls down, but
they're trying. They are trying.
If you don't get your weight in the first few ends, you're struggling to find it the rest of the game. And I've been in games like that where you just cannot find your weight. You can see it, you physically know, but yeah, you just struggle to find it.
Liza Minnelli walking past, got herself on the camera. Yeah.
But, you know, after all, there's 3 of these players in this team from Central Queensland in their 80s and one nudging close to it. I mean, hats off to them to take an interest in coming in and playing in this event even. That's brilliant. And they seem to be enjoying it too. They still got smiles on their faces.
That's exactly right. They're out here playing bowls, and
that's what it's all about.
And the good thing, the ladies need the yardstick. We need to keep ladies' competitions going so that you know what sort of level you've got to get to.
Yep.
To play to win these type of things.
That's it.
So you might be the best of the best in your own little area, but then you come down, you play in these events, you play against some other players, and you suddenly go, oh, I do need to improve. So you go back and you work on those things.
Yep, it gives you, as you say, the yardstick. Knows what they can, and they'll go back and they'll look at this and they'll review the
and then they'll send us these nasty letters saying,
gee, you were harsh on us.
You're very harsh,
yeah.
But
I don't know why you're so harsh, Michael. I mean, gee.
I'd like to go back and watch events back and watch them over a 4 or 5 day period and watch 5 ends and then just mark themselves for those 5 ends and then watch the next 5 ends the next day. Don't watch it in its wholetality. If you watch it 5 ends and mark yourself and then watch the next 5 ends, break it up into 4 or 5 segments and you'll get a really good picture of how you played.
Yep.
Because if you watch the whole thing and you suddenly draw a couple of good shots, people tend to talk about, I drew one there.
That's
so
it,
forget the other 2 ends the other side of it.
Yeah, that's dead right. And I like that philosophy where just do a little section and, as you say, 4 or 5 ends and leave it for the day and then watch the rest the next day.
Yeah.
Just
mark down how many bowls you had short, what sort of distance, what you could improve over those 5 ends, and then go back the next day on another sheet of paper, write the same thing out. By the time you finish the whole thing, you collate it and you go, geez, bugger me.
Yep.
Like my second bowl's always too long or too short, or my first bowl's this or that. And you get a really good picture over the whole 18 ends of exactly how you played the game.
Yep.
But if you watch in one go, you will focus on 1 or 2 ends.
Oh, yes.
I had a young bloke tell me that he played a game, the skip absolutely belted them.
Okay.
The skip was the guy.
Yep.
And we watched it back and he went, oh, hang on. No, it wasn't the skip. It was us. Got an alarm going here. We've had the bell ring. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for the... everyone's got to finish these ends. And I'm looking up at... Yes, Adam's already got online and given us his excuses for the day. That's not what he told us he was going to do. He said a very tough draw, extremely difficult rinks, but with him playing as well as he does, they would come away with 3 wins. That's what he said last night, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I thought that's what it was.
And that was just about verbatim. But he might not have said that, but that's what he went to. He was meaning that.
I could see him thinking it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He seemed very confident in his head that that's exactly how it was going to go. Anyway, a win and a loss, he's already on the... if he can get a draw, he's got a whole fisherman's basket. Got one of everything.
If he wins the next one, he's in with a chance.
Yes.
The others are knocking each other around. So
that's right. All's not lost.
Yep. And we'll have Brian here tomorrow anyway, so he can go back and play bowls if he so wishes to win that next game and have a chance.
He's coming in with a good bowl here. You've got to give it to Liz Walton's team. They've played really well.
And they're holding a heap here at the moment.
And they've all contributed, like Liz, Annie, Vikki and Sheena. They've all contributed. Some a little more than others, but they've all been in the game. So a tremendous effort by all four. And if we could have taken a picture of the sky, a couple of skydivers coming down, and you wouldn't believe it, it's white fluffy clouds and blue-black background.
Okay, let's just...
See if you can grab the next one. There was four of them. We've got one still on the horizon there. Above the unit, can you pick him up? There he is. Look, doesn't look as blue as it is through our natural eye, but I'm telling you they're blue.
Where did you find him?
Oh,
there he is.
You're right on him. You're right on him.
There we go.
Oh, no, he's out of focus now. Oh, you got him. That's perfect. Oh, he's going to run. He's going on top of the building. No, he's landing on the beach, ladies and gentlemen. They all come down and land on the beach here. Oh, that's right. We're talking about lawn bowls.
Yep, there are quite a few down here.
Got one bowl to go.
Looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 down.
One bowl left to do it. And she's gone for the draw. Gone for the draw.
Looking good.
It's great track. The weight's good. She's going to draw the shot here. We can't see it. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Oh, Ruthie.
Not sure, but I'd say she drew the shot. Is she?
Well, no.
It's close between her and the blue.
I don't believe so. The blue's in, I believe.
Yeah.
And maybe Liz's even, but definitely the blue. That'd be Annie's bowl.
And Liz has let hers go. They've turned around, shaking hands. It's all over. Congratulations to Sheena Smyth, Vikki Grenot, Annie Russell, Liz Walton on a fine win.
Oh, they're going to measure, are they? No, they've taken one out.
No, they are going to measure. So that's round 2 over and done with at Coolum Beach Bowls Club. They're just going to measure so we can get the final score. We'll be back with all you lovely ladies and gentlemen very soon. We'd like to thank Sunshine Coast Council, Queensland Government, especially the Coolum Beach Bowls Club for hosting the event here, as well as the other bowls clubs around the Sunshine Coast District that are Club Mooloolaba, as well as Pelican Waters, as well as Woombai. They're all got different falls games on.
Okay, how many ladies?
We can't get anyone to indicate what the score was. Two shots has been declared.
21-12.
Yes, that's a good win. So if they need the margin, they've certainly picked up a little margin there.
Okay, you've done the thanks for everybody, Michael. I'll just put up that again. Just very quickly.
We'll see you very soon. I'm not sure whether I'm commentating the next one or not. We'll see if we can get someone else on that knows more about lawn bowls.
I'm happy for you too.
And we'd like to thank BCIB Insurance Brokers, Mullins, More Than Law, Asset Sport, J. Carroll, Club Promotions, Bioscapes Group, Bowls Queensland, Queensland Government,
that's it.
Coolum Beach.
Yep.
Robbie Allen. And
Michael
just like
Keegan.
to say, stay classy, lawn bowlers.